Hello, guys. My name is Vita. I'm from Ukraine, and today I'm specially live streaming for you. Today you've got me all for 2 hours, as always, and today topic is war anniversary. Uh, how the invasion started. So, guys, some announcement before we get started our topic today. And for newbies to our channel, here is a short video so you know more about me.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts, or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we're talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. So guys, now if you prefer listening to our reading of our live streams, check out please our podcast and blog at ukrainedating.ca. Okay, guys, and we have exciting news to announce you and our Brotherhood membership to give you guys all the tools and help to be successful on your journey to find a traditional high-value Eastern European wife. Here is a short video with all the details I will share with you.
Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day for you. 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Now you have the opportunity to video chat free 7 days a week with different, beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest, burning questions about all things Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious Ukrainian women tick. Okay, so we will see you live every day over at ukrainedating.tv.
Do you want a high-value, beautiful traditional woman worthy of your love to create your family? Then listen up. Time is our enemy, and complacency breeds failure. So you must get off Tinder, man, and stop dating those feminazis. You see, to get the life you desire and deserve, you've got to wise up and figure this shit out now, or your dreams they will simply pass you by. First, you need to know that you've been lied to. That's right, despite what all your American dating experience has shown you, I promise you, high-value traditional women are not extinct. You'll see that with your own eyes when you join today. When you join the Brotherhood now, we're practically handing you your success on a silver platter. You'll discover the who, what, where, and how that you never imagined possible for yourself. Would you agree that for you to conquer what's been impossible for you thus far in life, well, you need some help, some guidance, and most importantly, to all success, mentorship. Well, that's all here for the taking when you join our Brotherhood now. You choose the membership level with the game-changing perks you need most to shortcut your success, saving your money, and more importantly, saving your time. No, I'm going to ask you for a little favor here. You see, frankly, the problem we've had is those fucking trolls and dick pickers freaking out our live streaming ladies. So we've unfortunately had to make our live chat for members only. So do us both a favor and join up right now. It's less than a bowl of borscht, yet it will help you in spades. Now I'll turn it over to Joseph Ricards to highlight some of the kick-ass perks of each of the 4 different membership levels.
Thanks, Andrew. Okay, level 1, Truth Seekers, is a measly $4 a month. Gets you unlimited live chats and a free lady cam share, so you can ask all your burning questions face to face with our genuine Ukrainian beauties. Level 2, True Believers, gives you 3 free lady cam shares, and at each higher level membership you get more and more lady cam shares, with unlimited at level 4. Level 3, Borscht Brothers, gives you a shit ton of goodies. You'll get exclusive access to our Brotherhood closed community, free membership to our $75 a month men's group, Lion's Den, where iron sharpens iron. Level 4, Braveheart Brotherhood, at only $100, yet just the bonus perks alone are worth $510. Check it out. You get all the perks from the first 3 levels, plus you get our coveted scam check service. Listen, men, if you are one of these poor bastards paying per letter to communicate with women from Eastern Europe during our age of free communication apps, guys, you need to wake the fuck up and stop simping, because you know you're only being scammed. And after our scam check, you'll finally understand what's really going on. So once and for all, you'll be able to put your mind at ease. Trust me, whether you join at $4 or $100, this is a complete no-brainer. So go ahead, click the join button now and join our Brotherhood. Remember, at any level you choose, you can get unlimited live chats every single day and live cam shares with our beauties.
So guys, our new membership launch special. 3 lucky members will win an upgrade to our 100 Braveheart level every month until further notice. So draw will be held at noon on the first Saturday of every month, and you must be present, of course, to win. Okay, boys, so who's gonna help me to get the party started with a live cam share right now? After 2 simple steps, you can do that. So step number 1, become a member of our Brotherhood, which you can do by clicking the join button located at the bottom left of this video. And step number 2, enter the unique Streamyard link for today's live stream into your browser, and that will bring you into the studio backend. Your name you enter in Streamyard must be your exact YouTube name, because that's the only name we have for you from your Brotherhood membership. And now I will share with you guys this link in chat, and then guys we go to our topic, and you guys, sorry, 1 second, here it is. God. Okay, here is the link. The link you can find also in the description below this video. So until I will be delivering topic for you, please prepare your questions. And of course, notable questions as always to the today's topic and out of topic regarding our mentality, culture, tips, red flags, whatever you feel interested. Okay, guys, so war update, day 365th. Finally, 1 year anniversary of the bloody Russian invasion. So today we have this absolutely special, tragic day, but at the same time, the people who keep living and who keep fighting, who keep protecting the land, for them it's also kind of holiday because we are surviving still. We hope for the victory and we keep doing day by day million things and million steps. So we are fighting for our tomorrows. And guys, February 24, 2022, as you know, divided the lives of all Ukrainians into before and after. In the first days of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, it seemed that the enemy was crawling out of all cracks and that it was simply impossible to resist the second army of the world. But the Ukrainian defenders not only managed to repulse the enemy's attacks, but also to recapture most of the territories captured by them. But the February 24, 2023, which we have today, the anniversary of the invasion, it is vital for Putin to show substantial results to his people. Russian propaganda simply shouts that by February 24, 2023, they will either start a new offensive or take Kiev again in 3 days or even end the war altogether. So only this is designed for the domestic consumer. But what Ukrainians should really be afraid of on the eve of anniversary of the beginning of the full-scale war of Russia against Ukraine is massive missile attacks. By the way, just before live stream started, 10 minutes before, we got air raid siren, and as news report now, we have few fight jets along our Sumy borderline, so we are waiting for some rocket attack, so we'll see. So for a new full-scale offensive, they say Russia will not have enough forces, equipment, the effect of surprise, and many other factors to conduct a high-quality strike. But missile strikes from Russia should be expected in the period from February 23 up to 26, as always. 22, 23 we were expecting, but it was almost silent, I would like to say. So that was predictable to have some kind of attacks today. So they also decide to surprise us because, like, maybe 1 hour before, I texted to my friend asking the question, there is a suspicious silence here. Do you think, as for today? So, and yeah, now we don't have silence. So they actually plan to do that massively in combination using any type of missile that can fly across the border. But Ukrainians can no longer be intimidated by missile attacks, because after a year already of full-scale war, the people are already tired of being afraid of incoming attacks. The Kremlin's aggression causes people only irritation and hatred. We discussed with you, even people who were at the beginning of this war followers of Russian world, Russian peace, right now they changed their mind. At least, not all, of course, but very high percentage. So February 24 marks 365 days since the start of Russian Federation's criminal full-scale invasion of Ukraine. This attack was the culmination of a war of aggression that Moscow launched against Ukraine 9 years ago with the occupation of Crimea in 2014. With its armed aggression, Russia unleashed the first continental war in Europe in the 21st century, undermining the system of collective global security established after the Second World War, as you know. The world is once again faced with a regime that seeks to forcibly revise borders and is headed for the latest totalitarianism. This regime was called racism, to denote a pseudo-ideology mixed with the ideas of fascism and Bolshevism, Nazism and Eurasianism, revanchism and xenophobia, disguised as orthodoxy and the greatness of Russian culture. The full-scale invasion of Russian troops into Ukraine finally ripped off the mask from the aggressive Putin regime, which for 9 years pretended to be a peacemaker and a third party in the war in eastern Ukraine, spreading disinformation and lies about the Donetsk and Lugansk People's Republics to whole world, which in reality are Moscow-controlled occupation regime in the Donetsk and Lugansk regions of Ukraine. Putin tried to convince the world that there was a civil war going on in Ukraine. For the past 30 years, the Russian Federation has purposefully nurtured its imperial ambitions, which suffered a blow due to the collapse of the Soviet Union, and worked out methods of restoring the imperial project. Conducted military special operation under various names: international aid, peace enforcement, internal civil conflict, operation to return to Russia, liberation, special military operation. In the years since the full-scale invasion, the Ukrainian people have demonstrated to the world examples of courage, resilience, intelligence, and unity in the face of a brutal, outnumbered enemy. The goal of Russian aggression is not just the conquest of territories, but the destruction of our national identity, the genocide of Ukrainian people. The Russian state and the ideology of racism, which is practiced by Russian politicians, officially deny the existence of Ukrainians as a separate nation, and those who don't agree with this are subject to physical destruction. In the temporarily occupied Ukrainian territories, the Russians repeat the worst practices of Nazism: mass executions, deportations, abuse of civilian population, deliberate looting and theft of private property and valuables. The massacre in Bucha, Izum, mass extermination of people in Mariupol became a clear manifestation of Moscow's genocidal policy. Atrocities, war crimes, rape committed by the Russian invaders in Ukraine shocked the whole world. Unable to win on the battlefield, the Russian terrorist state resorts to barbaric shelling of Ukrainian cities and critical infrastructure. By the way, this winter we suffered from shelling of electrical infrastructure. Now they say they have a plan to demolish transport infrastructure and water infrastructure because they want to put us in the total darkness, but unfortunately they didn't manage, so they want to try another way. Most of the rocket attacks were aimed at civilian objects. By destroying our energy system, Russian terrorists seek to cause a humanitarian catastrophe and social chaos in Ukraine, destroy the economy, and deprive the city of life. The full-scale attack accelerated the consolidation of the Ukrainian nation. National unity became the basis of successful resistance. The advance of the Russian troops was stopped thanks to the joint efforts of Ukrainians who stood up for the defense of the state in the ranks of the armed forces of Ukraine, the National Guard of Ukraine, and the mass volunteer movement. Ukrainians' victory is a guarantee of world stability. Through a brutal demonstrative violation of the norms of international law, the Russian Federation seeks to dismantle the international order based on rules, destroy the unity of democratic countries, and return the world to the era of empires, spheres of influence, and colonial wars. Instead of the force of law, Moscow seeks to impose the law of force on the world. The implementation of this Russian scenario will inevitably lead to chaos, wars, conflicts, and global instability in the world. So actually what we already start to see. Given such global challenges as climate change, depletion of natural resources, food shortages, Putin's scenario will put humanity on the brink of disaster. Therefore, the world must unite to stop Russia. The heroic resistance of Ukrainians is not only a struggle for the physical survival of the Ukrainian people and the freedom of the country. In this war, Ukraine defends its European choice, its identity and values as a part of European ones. Ukrainians shed their blood for a free, democratic Europe. We are grateful to our allies, for their powerful military, political, economic, financial, humanitarian support. However, for the final victory, Ukraine needs even more consolidated assistance, primarily in the military sphere, of course. Ukrainians preserved and proved their ability to defeat Russian military aggression. In February 2022, many politicians in the West were convinced that we would not be able to withstand this onslaught. But during the year of the Great War, the armed forces of Ukraine defended Kiev, expelled the invaders from the north of Ukraine, like Sumy and Chernigiv, and conducted successful offensive operations in Kharkiv and Kherson. Today, Ukraine effectively deters the Russian armed forces. So the Ministry of Defense named the main victories of Ukraine during this year, the year of the war. On the eve of the Black Date of February 24, the anniversary of the Russian invasion, our military provided interesting data. I want guys to introduce the top 10 most important victories and achievements on the battlefield, of course, by Ukrainian side. So, number one, successful defense and counteroffensive that pushed the enemy back from Kiev and Kharkiv in February-March 2022. Number two, a mass resistance movement and the formation of partisan groups by the civilian population in the temporarily occupied territories. Number three, expulsion of invaders from Kiev, Chernigiv, and Sumy regions in March-April 2022. Number four, accurate strike and destruction of the Moskva missile cruiser, the flagship of the Black Sea Fleet, in April 2022. Number five, the occupation of the Ukrainian Snake Island in June 2022. One day, guys, I want to make a video, I want to make a topic about Snake Island, Ostrov Zmiyny. It has a very interesting historical background, and for me that was a surprise because I didn't know that information and those facts. Actually, for me that was very interesting, so for you probably as well. So one day I'm gonna introduce this historical background that you have an idea too. So number six, massive attacks and destruction of the infrastructure and logistics systems of the occupying forces in the south and east of Ukraine in June and August 2022. Number seven, the expulsion of the enemy from Kharkiv region in September-October 2022. You know, Kupiansk, Izium, yeah. Number eight, liberation of Kherson from Russian invaders in September-October 2022. Number nine, effective opposition of the Ukrainian air defense system to missile raids from October 2022 up to February 2023. And number 10, deterrence of the offensive of superior aggressor forces in eastern Ukraine from December 2022 to February 2023. So these 10 achievements should become the basis for a decisive blow against the brutal enemy in 2023. So, as they say, the last information about this topic, Putin prepared the invasion of Ukraine secretly from his entourage and provoked the discontent of the elites. So main thesis, Putin's very narrow entourage knew about the invasion. Lavrov, didn't knew about this invasion. Lavrov was informed of this hours in advance. Putin has three advisors, as he said: Ivan the Terrible, Peter the First, and Catherine the Great. He told the oligarchs who demanded clarification. It was Medvedchuk who convinced Putin that in Ukraine the Russian troops would be greeted with flowers. It was planned that Yanukovych would make a video message, give Medvedchuk legitimacy, and transfer control of Ukraine with the support of the Russian Federation to him. The idea was supported by the FSB. Kiev should have been taken quickly. It was planned to seize the airport in Gostomel and attack Zelensky's headquarters. Medvedchuk's people were supposed to help in this, but most simply took the money and fled. Russia was supposed to take control of the Ukrainian sky, but the Russian army shot down several of its own planes, and the Russian Federation ran out of pilots with combat experience to take Kiev. The withdrawal of the Russian Federation from Chernihiv, Sumy, a suburb of Kiev, is due to the fact that the troops were in extremely poor condition in these areas. Putin was forced to seek more information from people at lower levels due to distrust of the environment. He realized that Russia was not ready for war, but said that it's better to understand it this way and not when NATO conquers us. So this means that Putin actually is ready to go all the way. The president of the Russian Federation considered the option of launching a nuclear strike on Ukraine, but came to the conclusion that this would not be useful. Also, the US, UK, and France sent him a message promising to retaliate with conventional weapons if Putin uses anyway a nuclear weapon in Ukraine. Russia has no alternative. If the war ends with the defeat of the Russian Federation, it means that catastrophic mistakes were made, and the person behind this must get out of this life, whether with a bully, cyanide, or something else. And if there is no justice in this world, no one will have it. So, guys, that's the main information about today's anniversary, achievements, targets of Russia. I also read today in Russian publics what propaganda said at the very beginning of the war, how they were happy and what fake and false facts they were given to their domestic population. But as we see, situation is different. Of course, we suffer. Of course, Ukraine is bleeding severely. Yeah, but anyway, we are standing. Our president made a very nice, great, honorable speech today, full of dignity, full of emotions. You know, it was very touchy to listen to him. And I would like to share a few more videos, guys, which are actually collecting the main tragic, the most powerful moments and minutes and situations which we survived during this horrible, bloody year. Want to remind to all of you that we keep suffering from all this here day by day, and actually we all should remember for what we are fighting.
Мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции.
Начали атаковать Киев.
Пришли с оружием к нам. Це моя рідна земля.
Снаряд это просто пиздец.
Если у нас попытаются отнять нашу страну, нашу свободу, наши жизни, жизни наших детей, Мы будем защищаться.
Я русский корабль, повторяю, предлагаю сложить оружие, сдаться, иначе по вам будет нанесен удар. Как поняли меня? Прием! Русский военный корабль, иди нахуй.
And one more, guys, video about Sumy, how Sumy met the enemy.
Русские зашли в Сумы.
Танки.
Ми представники територіальної оборони Сумщини.
Нікому місто Суми не здамо.
Загроза артовского градом. Это мой дом.
Пацики работают по танкам.
І трохи підбили російської техніки. Русські блоки лежать. Дякую нашим військовим, слава Україні.
So, guys, that was all I wanted to share with you. And now I am back to your comments. Hello, everybody. Thanks once again for joining me today, for spending this time with me. Hopefully, everybody has a nice Friday. And I am ready to see, guys, your comments and to answer all your questions. Hello, hello, what, hello, thanks for coming, Ark, nice to see Tracy, thanks for coming, for waking up, guys, especially Lee F. Jameson, hello, thanks, guys. Ark, on one hand, Prigozhin is complaining about the Kremlin and calling the Russian army incompetent and traitors. On the other hand, the Kremlin is doing its best to pretend that Utkin doesn't exist. Yeah, that's a strange situation right now because between General military headquarters and Prigozhin. Yeah, he keep claiming that he is lack of weapon, of provision, of equipment. It seems to be like really big and serious conflict between them now. So we'll see. For us, it's better they will eat each other completely, and this conflict will stop. Because if there is no peace between these authorities, then it will help us to win. We know that. In war helps unity, complete unity. So, yeah. Yeah, Ark, I absolutely agree with you. This internal conflict is undoubtedly good to watch. Dance monkeys dance. Yes, the more they fight, the easier it will be for us, of course. Gregory, доброго дня, Vita. Hello, hello. Thanks for using Ukrainian. Gregory, I miss you last week. Vita, hope you're feeling way better. Yeah, I was, guys, really sick. I still am very sick, but it was something incredible. First, my younger daughter got sick. She has very high fever, like 40.5. We couldn't break it down with any medications, so I had to put on her full body absolutely wet and cold towels. Then the older daughter got it, and then me. So I really was like few days laying like dead. Something is very strong and very contagious. So all the family right now sick, but we start to feel better. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Bill Anga, hello. Thanks for coming. Jacob, hello, hello. Yes, what? Transport also prevents people from fleeing. Barbaric. Of course, it's not surprising for us. You know, after Bucha, after Izium, after what they were doing here, even in our region, in Trostianets, what they were doing in Mariupol, Kupiansk, Izium, they can't surprise us because the level of their bottom already, it seems to me it's unreachable by any other nations. So they will try to damage as much as they can because you see, they're not, some success they have at the war field, but that's far from their targets and their goals, far from that. So what they have to do, something kind of to take a revenge, to make it as worse for civilian people as possible. It's a simple revenge. So we are ready for that. After the winter, unfortunately, not all people survived winter, but it was very scary predictions, prognosis, you know, but we are about to meet spring. At least most of people, yeah. Tracy, unfortunately, after almost 10 years of propaganda, the remaining residents of Donetsk and Lugansk believe that Ukraine is out to destroy them. Yes, but we already don't care. Everybody is adult, everybody has brains, everybody has open resources to look for different information, to compare facts, to analyze, and who prefer to think like this, it's their choice, actually, it's their right. So we can't do anything with that. So let them stay in their illusion, in the world of fantasy. What, Vita? In the Netherlands, they raised the Ukrainian flag, yes, on the Ministry of Defense, military buildings all over the country, and various government buildings today to show solidarity. Yeah, and we are very thankful for that. Of course, we know. I also watched some provocation kind of strike in Poland in front of Russian embassy. People woke up, employees of Russian embassy with the sounds of siren and explosions. Yeah, they have also some posters like Russian is a country of terrorists, something like that. Yeah, we are thankful for all support, understanding, and being with us these moments for all civilized Europe and all countries. We are very grateful for that. Yeah. Tracy. I personally knew someone in Lugansk that slowly changed her opinion to this mindset. It's really sad. Yeah, we have what we have. But as I said, smart people, they have to think, they have to analyze, and they have to have open mindset. You know, this probably some of you watched this celebration yesterday in Moscow, in Luzhniki, when Putin said just something ordinary bullshit, routine bullshit. But how that was organized, you know what was also very strange for me? They had a holiday, I understand that, the day of country protector, defender, right? The day of Russian military. But at the same time, they made such a pompous show with flags, music, lights, loud sounds. But they are also losing people, and they are losing really huge amount of people day by day. That's also not humanistic. You know, even when Ukraine had some national holidays like Day of Unity, of Sovereignty, or Day of Independence, you know, Day of Ukraine, different holidays, we didn't make such a pompous celebration, even you know, even to piss off the enemy, because during New Year, during all the rest holidays, we were thinking about people who already never will see the victory and who already lost their lives, you know. And I think towards these people, that was not very correct and appropriate to make such a pompous celebration, kind of bright holiday, even in memory. Every day they are losing around 1,000 soldiers, guys. The numbers, we are coming closer to 150,000. Day by day, 860, 900, 1,000, 1,250. Huge amounts. So I think that wasn't even correct from that side. And you know, as they say, all people were bought. So all people were paid to come. They didn't let people even to go to toilet until Putin didn't come and made his speech. And when he left the scene, all people ran to toilet and to the exit. That was really like, you know, like sheep. Like sheep. Yeah. What about buildings that have only one flagpole can switch the Dutch flag for the Ukrainian one and on exceptions? Very nice, very nice, very nice. And that was really, you know, pleasant to see. Pleasant to see. I talked to one guy, he lives in Germany. Originally, he is pro-Russian person, and we had a lot of not fights, but arguments. I was trying to convince him first, but as I see, that's no sense, senseless, absolutely. We didn't communicate for a few months, and now he started to text me on WhatsApp in Ukrainian language. So, like, he asked if I'm angry still. I say, no, I'm not angry, but I'm not going to listen bullshit about Russia. He said, you see, I start learning Ukrainian. I'm speaking Ukrainian right now. And then he said that German people, ordinary people, we are not talking about government, but we are talking about ordinary people. They're very tired of Ukrainians and they want to throw away Ukrainians out of the country. To some extent, I can imagine that. I can guess that can be true, yeah. But at the same time, I watched today or yesterday, they have kind of carnival with all these comic, ridiculous statues of Putin laying in the bloody bath, you know, and a lot of different funny caricature positions, statues of him. So I don't think he's true. But as you say, Tracy, everybody hears what he wants to hear. So that depends. If you have this mindset, of course, you will definitely communicate more with people with the same mindset. That's law of psychology. So, yeah. Yeah, what? Well, some Ukrainians greeted them with seeds for flowers. Yeah, of sunflower, specifically of sunflower. Yeah. So that flowers could grow on their bodies. Yeah, if they die here, at least that will be good purpose. So we're gonna have a lot of sunflowers. Oh, we have cancellation. Good. Rebel, hi, thanks for coming. Global Bloodstock. Vita, you did not read my earlier comment? Oh, no. Did you see that the film about Sumi Heroes is now on YouTube? Yes. I posted the link, but perhaps it was blocked. Probably Global Bloodstock. I didn't see, but yes, after you told me, yeah, it was in Druzhba Cinema for free, by the way, so all Sumi citizens could watch it for free. Then I watched some trailer, and now it's on YouTube for free. Yeah, about how Sumi met the enemy, because we were one of the first who met Russian soldiers around 10 or 11 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. 1 year ago we had already bunch of military in the city. So yeah, that was shock. Never ever would like to get back to that day and survive that level of horror we had here. Yeah. Жаночка, hello. Vitechka, hello, and warm hugs. Hold on, dear, at this heavy anniversary. Hello, guys, have a good day all. Thanks, Жаночка, for coming. Yeah. I remember that day, and these videos, they make me cry immediately. I prefer even not to watch, because I remember immediately what we had here. Yeah. Ark. If the Donetsk and Lugansk want to be part of Russia, they can always move to Moscow. Absolutely. And see for themselves how much motherland loves and protect them. Absolutely, I agree. And that also, that always was my philosophy. If you don't like here, if you don't like to be Ukrainians, please take your luggage and move on to the country you prefer to stay in, to live in. We don't keep people. The door is open, but it doesn't matter that we are going to give our land because somebody want that. That's understandable and obvious. So yeah, I agree, Ark, absolutely. Rebel, Putin is terrible in his actions, but what he says about Western society is correct. Do you see these values starting to come into Ukraine? No, Rebel, can you clarify more about which values? We now look at Western society only from positive side, because we united like never before. We are very thankful for help. But nothing, Ukrainians, of course, some influence will be, guys, of course. But still, Ukrainian people, they have very strong self-identity. As I talked with my Canadian friend, he always was telling that Ukrainian people will never lose their national identity, never. Because like Ukrainians are, like Ukrainians, they are too Ukrainians, they have too much of this in blood. And even Ukrainian diaspora in different countries, they try to keep the rules, traditions, habits, they try to spread their culture, they try to give these traditions to their kids, even living in different countries, but at the same time not imposing our culture to to other nationalities and to the countries where they live, like some other nations do. By the way, what I mean. I will not name and clarify, but still, Ukrainians want to keep their self-identity no matter where they are. And I believe that will be like that for many, many, many years ahead. So guys, don't worry that Western values, if I understand you correctly, not good things which you're afraid Ukrainian will borrow. No, I don't think that will happen. So don't worry, Ukrainians will stay Ukrainians. Guys, so Жаночка, no usual day. Okay, good. Here now nothing. I thought something happened. Maybe. Tracy, I have to go now. Unfortunately, time for me to head to work. I will try to come back if I can when I get there. Okay, Tracy, I wish you a nice working day. Okay, hopefully you feel better. And if you have a chance, join us again. Yeah, if you have that possibility. What, Vita, have you read about the first shipment of Leopard tanks being delivered from Poland? Yes, of course. All our publics shouting and screaming today, first Leopards are in Ukraine today. So, yeah. We didn't see them personally still, but yeah, we read a lot of news about that. Yeah. So, guys. So, guys, until you think about questions, in order not to make pause, I would like to remind you that please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to give us likes, and don't forget to hit the bell. Because if you love our live streaming and want to support us in sharing the truth with you here, we would really appreciate if you guys would share the love by subscribing. That's very simple. Just one click of the button, but that will really help us to grow. And we have some growing target for this year. Please help us with that. And of course, by hitting the bell, YouTube will let you know every time our girls go live. Also, guys, about donations, remember that our mission at ukrainedating.tv is to educate you Western foreign guys with the truth about Ukrainian women and their culture to increase your real chances of marrying Ukrainian women without wasting your money, your time, your extra efforts, and yeah, what is more importantly to me, your hopes. Guys, and I just wanted to say that we are super grateful, of course, as always, for all your donations to any amounts that have made continuing our mission here at ukrainedating.tv possible. So a big молодец, thank you. That молодец means thank you in Ukrainian. And imagine, to cover all our channel expenses, all it takes 40 followers to donate a small Starbucks coffee daily. So guys who has comfort, desire to help us by donation, you can go at matchguarantee.com/donate. And the link you can find below this video and all the rest of our videos of all our live streamers. So so guys, let me see. What? Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I forget again to download the photo. Yeah, I was preparing that for last week, for previous week, and then I forget. But yeah, Rooster, feeling cool, really nice, absolutely nicely get along easily with chickens. He started to organize them, what I really like. Before, that was strange, but they were sleeping almost on the floor. But normally, you know, they need to get higher, like on some stairs, on some shelves. Without Rooster, they didn't do that. I don't know why. How he trained them, or how he instruct them, or how he actually made them sleep like normal chickens, I really don't know. That's a secret for me. But yesterday I went to close them because it was very, very cold, like -15 at night. And all the chickens were sitting on the top, on the sticks, on their places next to Rooster. Was very nice picture. So yeah, he's cool. But no more eggs so far. No more, guys. I'm waiting. Maybe when the sun will come and the temperature will be warmer, probably then, but so far, no. Rebel. Values of the empowered woman, supporting hookup culture, homosexuality, victim mentality. No, we don't have that so far. Victim mentality without West, without Europe. We have a lot of Ukrainian women, unfortunately, who has victim mentality, and I can tell you even more that we have really high percentage of victim mentality ladies. Why? Because during the Soviet Union time, that was a dogma, axioma, that the lady should keep silence no matter what. If she's satisfied or not satisfied, she need to please and satisfy the husband, always keep silent, be happy with what she has, and never open her mouth. And unfortunately, this philosophy, this psychology, moms pass to their younger generation. And still, as I am the member of a lot of psychological groups, I'm reading a lot of posts, really, when really nice young ladies, which absolutely can be successful, unfortunately, they have this victim mentality and they are dealing with abusers for many years and they can't get rid of them. I don't know why, but really the percentage of such ladies in Ukraine is really high, really high. So not younger generation, mostly, of course, middle-aged and more and up, okay, because people who got more influence from Soviet Union, unfortunately. About homosexuality, we have it for sure as everywhere, but there is not so big open propaganda so far. Not so much, not so much. At least, I don't like that personally, though due to new laws of tolerance and liberation, I should say that that's fine and I'm fine with that, but honestly, I don't accept that. But I mean, what I can do with that? These people has right to exist, to do what they want. The only thing, to my mind, they should do that secretly. Everybody knows that homosexual couples exist. They can have their closed societies, clubs, special places for meeting. But I cannot accept when these people walking naked and in all these sexual BDSM costumes through the center of the cities, almost naked. Not for me, not for me, not for me. So people can do what they want, of course. That's their choice. Probably for some of them, that's their nature. Some of them, I guess, just victims of propaganda, probably of too much propaganda, of tolerance to such things. But I believe, that it shouldn't be imposed. It shouldn't be imposed. They can live their own life, not interfering others into that. Because some of you probably can judge me, but I'm not so tolerant. I'm tolerant, but I don't think that should be open and that should have influence on kids, especially. Of course, in educational system, shouldn't be any mentioning of that, or you understand what I mean in regard of this question. Yeah. Жаночка, I remember that day as well. Difficult to see of her eyes. Yeah, that scar will stay forever, but we strongly believe in victory. Absolutely, yes. If we first days, that was impossible to believe. Nobody believed in victory. Nobody, because we all understand that's a catastrophe. We were not ready. We were not waiting for that. We were not expecting that. We don't have weapon. We don't have army. We don't have nothing. And that's a huge enemy, and nobody believed. We all thought it's the end. We all thought that's the end. But when the first day, first fights, especially, Jana, you probably remember in Sumy near the artillery college, right? Around Sumy, in some parts of Sumy, when the first Russian soldiers were taken by our ordinary people just on the road in the center of the city, a small hope started to appear, a small hope. But yeah, we had different stages, psychological stages during this year. Absolute and total animal horror, fear, and then like exception, getting used to that, then hope again, then encouraging, motivation, then hatred, then again desperation. So different mood we had during this year, of course. And for us, this day is really, yeah, we will never forget the day. I would never ever would like to return to the day. For me, even scary to remember my emotions, the level of fear which I had, I would never like to have it once again, because you can't control that. You don't know you understand, you realize the absolute total helplessness. Total. You don't have where to run. You cannot hide. You cannot do anything with that. And that's the most scary thing, when you cannot influence. You need just to wait, just to pray, and just to believe that you will survive, or the airplane will fly away, or the shelling will be not right here but somewhere. So yeah, unfortunately. Rebel, hookup culture, women thinking they can do anything men can do, victim mentality. Rebel, I can agree that women not thinking that they can do anything men can do. They really can do. They really can do. Tell me what they can do. Tell me. Mention things. Yeah, okay. We don't have a special organ. We cannot make a baby. So we cannot become a man. But we can do everything. We can work. We can earn. We can be the fundamental base for the family. We can be mother. We can be father. We can be everything. We have very smart and brave lady who can be even soldiers right now, who are fighting on the same level as our guys do at the war field, at, at, at zero, at the front line. So tell me, we can shoot, we can make bombs, we can drive tanks. By the way, in Sumy region, we have a lady hero, if I'm not mistaken, she's from Akhtirka, young lady, and she's the character of the fire. She's using this RZSV for shilling. That was so, she's so tender. She's mother, she has child at home. She has even nails done, you know. She has hairstyle, some makeup, being at war. And she got the medal. She's a hero because she did great job. So tell me, what women cannot do? We really can do everything. The only thing we cannot be a man. That's it. All the rest we can. And that's not the influence of West. That's the influence of Ukrainian men, who are, not all, but some, invalid, unable, and many things which they cannot do what women can. So that's why that's not the influence of the West. The weakness of men next to women make the woman stronger, and being able, not only thinking they are able to do everything, they are really able to do everything. So here I cannot, I can't agree, unfortunately. But I believe every strong woman who has this mindset, she needs stronger and smarter and wiser men next to her. Whenever women realize and understand she can relax, she can rely on the person who is next to her, she will change her mind. And I'm talking about Ukrainian ladies. I'm not talking about Western ladies. I'm talking about Ukrainian ladies. If she knows the reliable man is next to her, and she finally can relax and become a woman in all ways, in all possible ways, how she must be a woman. So I believe when she doesn't need to run, like a horse 24/7, then she can relax and become a normal, weak, tender woman, giving you the priority, giving you the leading position, and giving you the right to decide, to choose, and she will just support and accept. That's my firm belief. Ark. Oh, Rebel is always here complaining about something. That's fine. That's fine, because probably some guys also has the same question, and I would like to explain. Rebel, that's fine. That's fine, guys. I don't mind absolutely to answer any questions, except rude questions or some not appropriate, but no taboo questions. If you have something you want to ask, even off topic, feel free. You are welcome. Rebel, no issues, absolutely. So all questions, I'm happy to ask. No issues, absolutely. So feel free, please. What? Relatively okay day, stuff earlier, now helping with a stream. At least it's sunny today. We have very windy weather today. By the way, guys, we're gonna have like nice weather next few days. And let me see. But today is kind of hurricane, really cold. Even the piece of metal roof on my that's not garage, kind of covering, kind of shelter for the car, was even almost flying. So we decided to fix it until it's flying, not kill anybody. So at night we're gonna have -10, but tomorrow during the daytime we're gonna have +4, +5. So next week seems to be +3, +4, +5. And then one more week like that, and then starting since middle of March, +7, +11, +12. So +5, +7. So not bad, not bad. Anyway, we are happy. In 3 days we're gonna have spring. Anyway, the winter is over. Juan, without the brain, I'm here late, but still here. Thanks for coming. Anytime you can. It's always pleasure for me to see everybody. Thanks. Yeah, Juan, how was the party? How was the party? Arrived Vita. Don Juan de Marca arrived Vita. Yeah. Yeah, had a great time. He worked hard and worked hard. We pushed each other without saying a word. Oh, Жаночка, Vita, I live 2 kilometers from Artillery Academy and heard explosions. Even I heard explosions, Жаночка, though I live at another end of the city. But I don't know if you were here still already left when they shelled this artillery academy in the morning, early in the morning with Iskander. Do you remember? Probably, or even we heard that at home. That was huge boom. Yeah. And that was the day when we were afraid that the Sumy will be kind of sold. It was kind of, they tried to agree somehow, otherwise they will smash the city with grads. This grad, huge one, a huge weapon. Yeah. So many moments. Jacob, Vita, let me preface this by stating this applies to peacetime. A woman can't be a good father to a boy. Of course, that is a major issue we are facing in Western society, which is making weak men. Yeah, of course, the woman cannot be good father, so simply saying she cannot be a man, right? She cannot be a good man. That's understandable, of course. Of course. She cannot replace the father. That's for sure, definitely. Though I know some ladies, single ladies who manage to give good qualified men's bringing up to sons. I mean, like sports, um, special guys games like football, like fishing, not like like women can play only dolls, but really like for boys. I know such one, but there is no doubt that nobody can replace mom and nobody can replace dad. That's for sure. That's understandable. Yeah. Витонатор. Витонатор. Cool. Vitonator. Yeah, when I was a student at university, I was going seriously in for sports, and I had a kind of nickname, Terminator. Terminator, this movie. Why? Because I was very, oh my God, when I run, I could run forever. And some guys I remember from physical training department, they like to sit. I had a lot of friends, though I was at language foreign languages department, linguistic department, so I had a lot of guys friends from physical training because I was a sports lady. So they were sitting and watching and counting the rounds around the stadium, how many I can run. So I could run non-stop. That's why I had a nickname, Terminator. So Vitonator almost sounds the same. Yeah, that really demonstrates my personality. So Ark, thanks for finding the proper nickname for me, Vitonator. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Tracy, off topic chicken report, please. I told her already. Probably you were driving. Chickens are cool. Chickens are fine. I, by the way, today was buying grains, new portion for them, and I brought a big chocolate as I promised to the lady who presented me the rooster. She was very happy. Said, no, don't, no need. But it was my pleasure, so I brought her. But no eggs. Tracy, no eggs. Unfortunately, we need to wait. Probably they are waiting for spring. Probably. I don't know. But no eggs. Rooster so far, but Rooster is young, 5 months old. Though he is big, but probably not mature enough and probably still needs time to grow up a little bit to make them laying eggs. We'll see. Guys, Ark and Rebel, stop fighting, guys. We are here for nice communication. Absolutely, as I said, any questions, I'm happy to answer. If the person has the answer, has the question in his mind and want to know the reply, for me that's no problem. So I don't think that's a waste of time or something. So please don't argue, guys. We are like a family, like a brotherhood here. So that's fine. Everybody has different characters, but at least here we need to be, united. And especially questions are not the reason to argue or to something. So I'm ready to answer all questions, so no problem, absolutely. Jacob, Juan Antonio, I know what you mean. Pizza is great. I missed some questions or what? I don't understand. I don't see the previous questions or something. Pizza is great, but you pay for it later in the day. Haha. Yeah. Oh, Juan, we had a great time. My daughter loved her gifts. Yeah, we sang karaoke. Ooh, karaoke. And I had a shot of tequila with my daughter. Cool, 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 cool. Nice to hear. Thanks for sharing with us. Great. Juan, how do you pay later for a pizza? Jacob, being sleepy and feeling lethargic. Yeah. Jacob, it's because I eat too much pizza when I have it. Who can stop from eating pizza? I can't. No matter how much I have it, it seems to me it's never enough. It's never enough. So you can eat it like, non-stop. Thanks God I don't have too much chance to have pizza. Otherwise, yeah, I can't stop. Janechka. Yeah, I was 2 weeks at Sume from the beginning of war. Pray we'll never experience this again. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And especially our kids. Yeah. My daughter made I forget to take. My daughter made a very interesting picture today. She just decided to draw the picture. Small Ukraine. She drew it with, of course, yellow and blue. She she wrote some main cities of Ukraine which are being shelled up to her mind. Of course, there were Sumy, Kharkov, Nikolaev, Kiev, Kherson, Zaporozhye. She also mentioned Donetsk and Lugansk. Yeah, Vinnytsia, Zhytomyr. And all the rest on the sheet of paper everything was gray, and gray with a combination of Russian flags colors. So like white, red, blue, and gray confused. And among all this total darkness, small, bright Ukraine with the names of the city. That was her idea, but the picture was really nice. The picture was really nice. Yeah, we put it on the fridge, to see, to remember. Tracy, come on, Chad, time to make the ladies lay some eggs. Yeah, really. Really. But I think probably he's too small. 5 months. He's big by size, but really, like, small guy already. Not already, still. Yeah, Tracy, you pay for pizza later with heartburn. Yeah, absolutely. Or with a big stomach, or drinking too much water. Anyway, I guess if you eat too much, you will always feel not comfortable after. So I think Jacob meant that you're gonna pay later. Rebel Vita, I'm not trying to argue, but I get attacked because the people think I'm negative. I'm skeptical that a woman from Ukraine would be interested in coming to USA, so I ask negative questions. That's fine. We need different types of questions. We are not here for sweet lies. That's definitely, and that's for sure. But if you trust my opinion, any woman who decide in her mind that she doesn't want Ukrainian husband and she really is looking for foreign husband, she absolutely will be positive about USA. The only issue I know, some girls, they prefer to go to Europe because it's closer and probably the mentality is closer to us, to ours, That's why. USA can be negative only in the way that that's too far, and if the lady has some relatives here, like aged mom or dad or something, that it's really difficult to get faster, back home in some case, if needed, and difficult and expensive to travel, of course, and if you miss your family. So if you are in Poland, let's say, or even in France or Italy, right, it's like one day and you're back home for even for 2-3 days if you really need. But if you're in USA, this will cost a bunch of money to send her back home and back, right? It will take a lot of time, and the trip will be difficult. But that's not about she's not interested in coming to USA. The only negative reasons what may be that it's too far for some ladies and maybe some mentality. But your opinion is wrong. I mean, is wrong. Jacob, yes, I meant with pay later, with heartburn, extra weight, and being sleepy. Yeah, because when you eat too much, it immobilizes you, right? So you just need to get to the sofa, maybe to switch on TV, and or better to sleep. Yeah, I agree, absolutely. Renee, hello Vita. IMO. Some abbreviation, guys, please translate. Not for you to know or for your information, something. The ladies I have met here, no issue coming to US. Of course, as I said, no issues coming to US. Some ladies can have something in their mind that they want to be closer, but if they will find the right man in USA, believe me, they will go to USA. That's not the question. The lady who decide they want foreign husband, they will do that to any country. Whenever, I mean, they will find the right man for them. In my opinion. Okay, what? Thanks. In my opinion. Yeah, in my opinion. Okay. Ark, talking about mentality, what about the Ukrainians that moved to Middle East? What they talk about their experience? Middle East. What country specifically you mean? 2 days ago, I watched some video, a really nice one, about Pakistan and about our Ukrainian ladies. Both of them were, by the way, from Zaporozhye, and they got married with Pakistan guys, with the students who were here in Ukraine studying at some university, and then actually they got married and brought them there. So I can tell you, for me, what was a great surprise. They were feeling absolutely nice. They get kids. They used to this culture. They accept, of course, religion. Specifically, these women whose interview I watched, they liked. For the first time, it was cultural shock for them. The relatives didn't accept them quite well, treated them not nicely, treating them more like servants, giving them the worst food. making specially the food as much spicy as they can. Though one lady had a very strong allergy, she couldn't eat spicy food, and she kept asking, "Don't put spicy like pepper, a lot of pepper in her food." But mother-in-law was intentionally putting like even double more. So the situation was really bad, and the lady even once referred to embassy that they bring her back home. But then she get used, and they have very good family. They like to live like this. They like to wear all this hijab and all these clothes. That's normal for them. Mm, so stories can be different. Stories can be different. Of course, I guess a lot of unhappy stories, but some can be happy. Depends also on how modern and open-minded the husband is. If we are talking about Arabian countries, Muslim countries, if the guy traveling a lot, probably has some business, he's not so conservative, he's practicing and praying probably, but not so fanatically, in this way probably he will be more tolerant to more open clothes, to more open traditions, but still it's difficult to say, because there are different stories. The stories I watched was with the happy end. So girls were happy. They had a son, by the way, and the son met in internet a girl who was also half Ukrainian, so mom from Zaporozhye and dad from Pakistan. So they start communicating via internet, and finally they were engaged. And the interviewer was, by the way, invited to the engagement. That was nice to watch, a real story, nice to watch. But still, I believe we can have a lot of negative experience, I believe. Tracy, it doesn't take too much on pizza for heartburn. All it takes is the tomato sauce. Probably, yeah, yeah. Or just a big amount of dough. Big amount of dough. Hi, Tom. Hi. Thanks for coming. I understand. Yeah, I know. I remember you are working. So anyway, thanks. Thanks. So guys, sorry, we have 25 minutes with you. Please, questions. No matter about dating, about chicken, about borscht, about politics, war, weather, whatever you feel interested about Ukraine. So feel free, please. What? Vita, what would you say? What would you say the percentage is of Ukrainian lady to get married to a Pakistan man? Very low. Very low. I know chances for Indian men is low. Of where is your comment, godness? Okay. So, Pakistan men, I know chances for Indian men is low because of cultural difference, but know nothing about Pakistanis. Guys, that's almost the same. I won't say that there are no chances. I won't say, because I know a lot of girls who really, even from my life, some of my friends who went to Islamic Muslim countries, who got married, accepted new religion, and feels absolutely comfortable in that culture. But that really depends on many factors, on many factors. I will tell probably a little bit rude thing to my mind, but at least I'm thinking like that. Don't misunderstand me. I don't want to offend anybody. Due to my experience, my personal observations, girls who met here in Ukraine, some guys from Islamic Muslim countries, they are not getting too much interest from local guys, and that's my firm belief. If we take all the stories, like not all but majority, and we find the couples of Muslim guys like Egypt, like Pakistan, like India, and we look at ladies who are next to them, you will definitely see the difference even in physical attractiveness. So don't misunderstand me. I don't want to offend anybody. But these type of girls who probably in comparison with other girls not so beautiful and not so attractive and not so getting much attention of local guys, they're very easy to be seduced. They are very easy to be tempted and to be seduced. Some of them get married with them even being here at Ukraine. Some give birth to kids. Most of them abandoned after, because when the studying is over, student is used to get back home, to make their business, to confirm his diploma, right? And he's either forgetting about his wife, or maybe if he's getting her there, for lady probably not so many chances, not so many chances. But I believe also in happy coincidences. I believe some guys can be really open-minded, not so much fanatically religious, can be traveling a lot. I know one Indian guy. I have friend, Indian guy, who is absolutely has European mindset, who is absolutely handsome, in a perfect age, rich, from a rich family, has an absolutely cool job position, who is traveling a lot constantly, whose English is perfect even without accent, this specific Indian accent. And still, I don't know why he cannot find his destiny in Ukraine, because he's looking for girl in Ukraine. But unfortunately, because everybody understand, family cannot accept, probably the country itself difficult to get used. But at the same time, I read myself a lot of happy end stories. But my idea, I guess you got. If you go to Turkey during the summer season, and if you see Ukrainian women, aged Ukrainian women, 45 plus, 40 plus, 45, 50, they are very easily seduced sometimes by waiters, by cleaners, by water sport guys who are double younger sometimes, really. Why that happened? Because this type of women, they don't get already attention here from local men. They want this attention, as every woman does, sorry. And of course, then they are very easily seduced, unfortunately. So that's the answer on your question. I believe in some happy ends, but I guess the percentage is very low. But if you ask just the person who never met Pakistan guy, let's say, and looking for men abroad, and if you ask, would you like to find Pakistan husband, I believe the percentage of yes answers will be very low. But there exists some possibility that she met such guy, fall in love, and she changed her mind with all the best factors. If all best factors coincide, But if she doesn't have that plan and never met guys, and you ask, and I guess most will say no. Mm-hmm. Renee, also a few single mothers I met shared that they preferred the US because they felt US provided great opportunities for their child. Absolutely agree. I know that for many, not only women, but men as well, Ukrainians, USA, kind of dream country. So that's why I don't see any obstacles, going to USA. Juan, Vita the Brain, how are the weapons platforms working for the military there? Is the Ukrainian military trained up? Have they begun using them? Yes. I know that trainings are constantly going on, and everything is fine. I see a lot of videos, guys. I would like to share with you more and more that you have an idea. Our guys, using this new and modern weapon, really cool. I like guys smart, they train fast, they are trained fast, and they show really good results. Even if you look at our anti-aircraft system, how it works since September, so the percentage of shot down missiles is very high. If you consider that our military never met and never practiced and never experienced that before. So I think the process is going well. Tracy, we have snow here again. Oh my God. We still have snow at the ground, but it's already more ice than snow. Tom, US now has all helicopter drone, very lethal. Did you see, guys? Did you see the probation of North Korea of this horrible missiles? Oh my God! Did you see that video? That's like a napalm. Oh my God! Nothing will survive after such rocket. Really scary thing. Huge and like woo. Yeah, Juan Antonio, the US education system is seriously lacking. They are not teaching children, they are indoctrinating children. We fall lower and lower on world stage in education. Possibly. I don't have chance to compare, But I will tell you guys, look at my younger daughter. She's at the first class, first form, just began the school. And all this year she's studying online. I can tell you, the system is really cool. The system is really cool, though we all understand, of course, that it's better to go offline to normal school. We all understand that. But I really like how the system works. We also very happy with the teacher. Teacher is experienced, very, very kind, very, inventive, tender, but at the same time strict where it needs to be so. And I see results. I see results. I would like to show you tomorrow. I will show you some exercise book of my younger daughter. I looked today at her mathematics exercise book, and I really liked. If we count, she's studying only 6 months and online. Perfect exercise book. We are writing already, not with a pencil, with pen. They are writing already sentences. She's greatly reading. She's very good counting. I will show you tomorrow so that you can compare. But I really like. I believe maybe not in all school the parents are so happy, but in our school I'm really happy with online studying. No complaints, absolutely, from my side, absolutely. And I see the progress. Jacob, Vita, no worries. We don't get offended on the stream. I see, naughty boy, that you are not offended on the stream. Yeah. Jacob, no snow here, but it is -10. Also not nice weather, like here. Jacob, you saw that video? Yeah, I saw Rocket Man is at, and again, in North Korea. Really scary stuff. Tracy. For the most part, the USA education system these days is more interested in teaching crap like gender studies and critical race theory. Yeah, our education system needs a serious overhaul. Yeah, thanks God we don't have such things like gender studies and critical race theory. We don't have such. And hopefully we won't have. Maybe if we need, but a little bit. But yeah, we have reading, mathematics, still basics, still old school. I can tell you that the level of education is getting harder on kids. So when I was first former, like when I just started the school, for the first year we were drawing just sticks, just hooks, just round circles, maybe parts of letters, and we were printing, they right now they never print. I mean, printing style of letters, the cursive handwriting. They use already handwriting, and no parts of numbers, no parts of letters. Just start, like run. Very serious program with a big load on kids, I guess. I wish it would be even a little bit less. But I will show you exercise book tomorrow, and it's interesting for me. What do you think about the tasks for 7 years old kids? Yeah, Ark, thankfully homeschooling is still legal in the US. Yeah, of course, because if you can do much, if you can give much, or if you can hire teachers, special teachers, and you want a special level of education, So probably that's better, but that will cost. That will cost, I guess. Juan, yeah, homeschooling is a great option. The best option is a good private school. They are very expensive, though. Yeah, I can agree. I can agree. What? Okay, yeah, I see. I follow. Thanks. Education here is having some issues as well, from what I gathered. Also, have a shortage of teachers apparently. Why? Because the salary is not enough, or why? Why shortage of teachers? Or probably because the atmosphere at school. It's a very to be a teacher at school. It's a very stressful occupation, very stressful job, I guess, especially with the young modern kids, because their character and they can allow themselves bad words, bad behavior. So not every teacher can deal with that, yeah. So probably because of that. Tracy, thank goodness it's not cold here. I don't do cold well. Our weather forecast for tomorrow is about 25. Oh, lucky you are, Tracy. 25 plus. You need to have chickens. They will bring you eggs in such temperature for sure. They will enjoy. They will enjoy the warmth. Yeah. We're gonna have plus 25 not soon. Not soon. Not even dreaming so far. Renee, I was in the education field for 30 plus years. We need to get back to the basics. Yeah, absolutely. Bureaucrats and unions have ruined our educational system. Academic excellence in the US is gone, unfortunately. Yeah. I have a friend I told you from Sumy. They live in Chicago and they send their daughter right now in some private school. She was happy. She was happy with the level, as far as I understood, but cost huge money. Huge money. Though they got some grant, so they pay partially, but still. What? Yeah, because of the salary and work pressure. Yes. Yeah, to be a teacher, it's really stressful. Really stressful job, especially now. And kids disobedient, disrespectful, nobody explain them at home how they should behave at lessons, that they have to listen to the teacher, to do what teacher say. Yeah, all this, too much of tolerance and too much of freedom has a very negative influence. Yeah, I agree. So guys, we have 4 minutes. I have to tell you goodbye, because before the end I need also to show some video, especially to the guys who just joined probably and watch our channel, that they have an idea what our channel is about and what we are doing here in our Borscht Brotherhood. So what I want to say, thanks everybody for coming, for being patient, for supporting me. Okay. I will be waiting for you guys tomorrow at the same time, 4 p.m. Ukrainian time, 9 a.m. Eastern, if nothing extraordinary happens. So hopefully everything will be fine. Tomorrow, guys, we're gonna discuss with you topic why Ukrainian women like more elder men, why they prefer aged men, so older than them. So join me tomorrow, 4 p.m. Ukrainian, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And I wish, of course, happy, nice Friday to everybody. So hopefully you're going to get your pleasant emotions before weekends, okay? And we will meet each other tomorrow. So I'm inviting tomorrow to join me again. Okay, guys. And for newbies, for guys who don't know, still probably about what our channel is, I will show the video, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day for you. 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Now you have the opportunity to video chat free 7 days a week with different, beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest, burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious Ukrainian women tick. Okay, so we will see you live every day over at ukrainedating.tv.
So guys, yeah, thanks for nice words, Juan. I see your comment. Yeah, Slava Ukraine, Slava Ukraine, героям слава. Yeah, hopefully today, the rest of the day will be also silent for us without any disasters and catastrophic. Yeah, Tracy, older man, that's you. So let's talk. Join me tomorrow. Prepare your questions about why Ukrainian women would like to date or to have a relationship with a guy who is older than she. So I will give some psychological explanations, and probably for you, for some of you who were doubting or hesitating, that will be a good background for future relationships. So maybe you will like the information, and that will a little bit calm you down in this way. Okay, so yeah, guys, I see we have a couple of minutes, but I will tell you goodbye. I will let you go. Working day. See you tomorrow. Kisses to everybody. Enjoy your day, guys.